Well, best of luck out there.
Thank you.
Dean Switzer Jr., your 2024 RK Miles Street Stock Champion. And now we'll go over to the 2024 champion of the Lenny's Shoe and Apparel Flying Tigers. A dominating year where he won, by my count, 23 Flying Tiger races all across New England, including 8 here at Thunder Road. And every championship there was to win in the Tiger division. Has moved up to the late model class this year, driving the 00 out of East Thetford, Vermont, Brandon Gray. Brandon, certainly the season dreams are made of in 2024, but now a new challenge for you. How are you feeling about it so far?
Yeah, 2024 was something that probably won't be duplicated, especially by us. It's going to be a real humbling year. We're all a good group of guys. We're going to do some learning, have some struggles along the way, but I think it's going to be a fun season.
Who do you have to thank for getting you this ride together?
First and foremost, CW Gray and Sons, 360 Race Cars, Streeter Construction, Granite State Power Equipment, Wade's Place, Du Bois Auto, just really everybody that helps. We're racing here today, and we're beating feet as fast as we can to Claremont to race tonight there. So it takes a whole group, and I can't do it without all my guys.
Well, thank you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Brandon Gray, your 2024 Flying Tiger champion. And now to meet the 2024 King of the Road and the Maplefield Irving Oil late models, demolishing the record for youngest King of the Road, doing it at age 16, barely old enough to drive legally on the streets. The Tropical Storm out of Shelburne, Vermont, Kaden Fischer, number 18. Kaden, a history-making year in 2024. How are you feeling coming into the 2025 season here?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. We were pretty good in first practice, and then we struggled a little bit in the last 2. But we made some adjustments, and hopefully it'll work out for the heat race and get a good plus-minus. But, yeah, hopefully we start off the season strong this year and can lift off where we were last year.
Who do you have to thank for last year's championship and getting you back for another run at it?
Definitely my mom, dad, Craig, and the whole rest of my crew. They put in a lot of time to get me here, and we all put in a lot of time, I know, between all the race teams. And then my sponsors, SD Ireland, Champlain Valley Intertrain, Al's, Pratt Contracting, and everybody else. And thanks to Chris Machad and Tapley for making this place be as good as it is, and all you guys for coming out today. Hopefully we can put on a good show for you.
Well, thank you, and best of luck.
Thanks.
Kaden Fischer, your 2024 King of the Road, and all of your 2024 track champions. We are less than 10 minutes away from the first green flag of 2025 here at Thunder Road, part of the 62nd Meckelson RV Memorial Day Classic. Before we send it back up topside, if you're new to Thunder Road, our late great founder, Ken Squire, whose namesake is part of today's Squire Cup opener, had 3 rules for attending races at Thunder Road, or in the case of FloRacing, watching them. Rule number 1, have a wonderful time. Rule number 2, be respectful of the folks around you. And rule number 3, tell your friends about it, because you will not see better short track racing anywhere in North America. We can't wait to show it to you for the first time in 2025. To get you ready for the qualifying action, let's go back up topside to the voice of Thunder Road, Mr. Aaron Maynard.
Thank you, Michael. As you are correct, we are ready to kick off our 2025 season. Heat race lineups right now circulating in the pit area. As you'll notice, there is an addition here today down in the concession area. The Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series has brought their souvenir stand. Swing by there when you go down to the concession stand, get yourself some Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series swag. While you're down there, you can swing by the concession stand, check out the ice-cold Coca-Cola beverages they got today. They got coffee down there as well, French fries, cheeseburgers, chicken tendies. You can go with my personal favorite, the Widowmaker, which is an order of French fries with pulled pork on it with then nacho cheese sauce on it. You can also get cheese fries. You can stop by the Thunder Road souvenir stand. That'll be there all season long. Got your collectibles from the racetrack. You need sweatpants or a sweatshirt. Or probably need a sweatshirt today. It's a little bit chilly this afternoon to start our 2025 season. Talked to a couple guys down in the pit area today. They said it felt more like Milk Bowl than Memorial Day, but I guess we can start and end the same way. They'll have good setup notes for the end of the season. 5 minutes away from post time. Looks like as the heats are assembling down there in the pit area, it's going to be the Lenny Shoe Apparel Flying Tiger division, the #1 support division in all of North America, kicking off today's racing action with 3 qualifying heat races. Don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets. They're just $1 a piece. Half the money goes into the driver's year-long point fund. The other half of that money is going to go home in somebody's pocket here today. It won't be your pocket if you don't buy a ticket. And I've talked to many people who subscribe to the you have to buy at least one of every color, and why not get 2 of every color? And it betters your chances the more tickets you buy. As Michael said during the interview with Brandon Gray, of course, he was the king of the road in the Tiger division. That is wide open for 2025 as he has moved up to the late model ranks, running for Rookie of the Year in that division. Kaden Fischer is here to defend his crown, and so is Dean Switzer Jr. So we will have a new champion guaranteed in the Lenny's Shoe and Apparel Flying Tigers. Mother Nature's been knocking it out of the park so far this season. But it looks like we're going to stand tall here today. Of course, the Mighty Modified's also in the pit area, along with all 4 of the weekly divisions here at Thunder Road. Of course, our Burnett Scrap Metals Road Warriors. They don't have a champion because we don't keep points in the entry-level supposed to be for fun division. That's why you didn't see one of their representatives out to start the show. I've got a car out in the parking lot. Your car is running. It is a Subaru Forester with a New Hampshire plate, 4845486. You are out by the front gate and your car is running. So you're going to be out of gas by the end of the show today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is post time. Kicking off today's racing action, it will be the Lenny Shoe and Apparel Flying Tigers. The #1 support division in all of North America. It is my favorite division here at the Nation's Side of Excitement. They are going to have 3 12-lap qualifying heat races, qualifying the top 7 cars into the handicap. The way that the handicap works is your average finish over the last 4 races. So it'll be the 4 races that closed out the 2024 campaign. Those drivers, the ones that finish inside of the top 7, are going to get the first 21 starting positions, the preferred starting positions at the front of the pack. Starting on the pole in heat #1 on the pole, car number 22 out of Wolcott, Vermont, it will be Travis Patnode. To his outside, car number 9, Logan Farrell on the high side. 2 rows back on the inside. Starting position number 3, car number 3 from Williamstown, Mike McCaskill into his outside. From Northfield, Vermont, car number 4 is Cooper French. Starting position number 5 belongs to the number 2 point man from White Mountain Motorsports Park last season. The 26 is Luke Peters, and his outside car number 67 is Kevin Streeter. Parker Gagne in car number 55 will start next on the grid outside, making his debut behind the wheel of a Flying Tiger car here today. Making the graduating move up from the Warrior division, it's Carson Murphy in car number 42. And shotgun on the field in car number 8, it's Rich Lowry from Charlotte, Vermont. Clinch green flag in hand from our chief starter, Jason Lemoy. That means the lights have gone down on the pace car, and we are ready to start the 2025 race season here on the high banks. Eric Chase pulls the pace car into the infield. Jason Lemoy looks him over as they come up the 4th corner, and the green is out. We're racing. Logan Farrell up on the high groove has the lead by a fender as they head to the back straightaway. Down the back stretch, nosing ahead. Pat No down low. Of course, keep an eye on those top 7 runners. Those are the drivers that are going to lock themselves into the handicap starting spots. Logan Farrell will lead lap number 1. First lap of the 2025 season is led by Logan Farrell. Jot that down. It may be useless trivia you need to know later. Cooper French up on the outside of car number 5. Car number 4 goes to second. It's Travis Patnode sliding back on the inside groove. Here comes Streeter to the high side. Kevin Streeter in the 67. Of course, his son, Tiger champion a couple of years back, looking to not be one-upped by his kid, looking for a run at the Tiger Championship this season. He goes to third on the high groove. Outside lane is working magnificently here today for the Tigers. As Streeter in the 67 is not done yet. He's trying to put a wheel in up on the outside for the number 2 spot. Mike McCaskill's made the lane change up to the high side, but that's opened up the door down low for Luke Peters in car number 26 as he tries to take the number 5 spot down the back straightaway. Rich Lowry in car number 8, the Charlotte, Vermont driver, is your final qualifiers. We've got 5 laps complete here in heat number 1 for the Lenny Shoe and Apparel Flying Tigers as part of the Meckelson RV Memorial Day Classic. Cross flags are going up in the air. That means we're halfway home. Halfway home for Logan Farrell in car number 9, looking to score his first win of the season. Logan Farrell up by 3 car lengths down the back straightaway over the 67 of Kevin Streeter. Cooper French has now back to the number 3 spot, and he's dirt tracking the 4 car off the 4th corner, trying to hang on to it. Handful of race car for the 2nd generation driver, Cooper French, hanging on to 3rd. Up on the outside, here comes Mike McCaskill in car number 3, looking for the 4th spot away from the pole sitter, Travis Patnode. Top 7 qualify into the handicap, and it's Rich Lowry in car number 8 right now, occupying the final transfer spot. 3 laps to go as they come off the 4th corner this time. 3 to go for Logan Farrell in car number 9. McCaskill rim rides the outside lane. He goes to 4th. Patno now back to 5th. 6 to Peters. And Lowry on the outside with the number 7 spot. 2 laps to go this time. Logan Farrell out on a Sunday drive at the front of the pack, showing the way. White flag ready to fly this time. Front 7 cars have broken away from 8th and 9th. One more time around. Logan Farrell in car number 9 shows the way down the back straightaway into the 3rd and 4th corner for the final time. He'll see the red, white, and blue checkered flag as part of the Memorial Day Classic, and he will take it. Heat number 1 goes to Logan Farrell in car number 9. 2nd place goes to the 67 of Kevin Streeter. Cooper French in car number 4 comes home in the number 3 spot. Mike McCaskill in car number 3 goes home in 4th. 5th goes to Rich Lowry. Travis Patnode and Luke Peters in car number 26 are your qualifiers. Logan Farrell in car number 9. Not a better way that you can start your 2025 campaign than by carrying the checkered flag as we take a look at the official finish on our O'Reilly Auto Parts scoreboard on the back straightaway. 3rd place went to Northfield's Cooper French. 2nd place went to the number 67 of Kevin Streeter. And how about a nice round of applause for the Peak Mechanical car number 9, Logan Farrell, your Heat 1 winner in the 2025 season. 2nd heat rolling out onto the speedway, starting on the pole from Duxbury, car number 13. It's Ty Delphia, the 2nd generation driver, and to his outside, Sam Karen from Colchester in car 07. Chris LaForest, the Capital Concrete, car number 56, occupies the 3rd starting spot, and to his outside, car number 23 is Cam Gadju, that's the 23 New York. The 45 Vermont, that is the Priority Auto Black And yellow, Jeff Bodine, throwback this season for Milton's out of Maynard into his outside. The Till Dark Roofing, car number 31 for Logan Powers. Cousin Cam will stand right behind him in car number 30. It's Cam Powers, the R&R Properties, car number 30. Jason Woodard in car number 36, winner last week at White Mountain Motorsports Park. And shotgun on the field in car number 5 is Tyler Austin from East Calais, Vermont. Four-time track champion Jason Woodard, the Farmyard Store. Car number 36 will start from the outside of the final full row. And shotgun goes Tyler Austin. Once again, 12 laps, top 7 cars locked themselves into the handicap starting positions. Here they come off of turn 4, looking for the green, and they've got it. Green is out. Drag race into turns 1 and 2. On the outside, it's Sam Karen in the 0-7, showing the way down the back straightaway. Ty Delphi on the 13 on the inside, trying to occupy the number 2 position as we've got 1 lap complete, and it goes to Sam Karen in the 0-7. Chris LaForest, 56, up to the top side of the racetrack, making a move now for the number 2 position as Adam Maynard down low in the 45, slides by Cam Gadju in the 23. Gadju, the raised iron tubing, car 23, not liking the way his car is feeling on the outside groove here in heat number 2, as Chris LaForest is. He goes to the runner-up spot up on the outside lane of the 56 car. 3 laps complete. Sam Karen, the 07 from the outside of the front row, showing the way. Chris LaForest, 56, then Ty Delphi in the 13. A little bit of a contact between him and Chris LaForest in the 56. LaForest hangs onto it at the front of the pack. Sam Karen in the 07 beginning to stretch it out. Putting car length after car length right now on Chris LaForest, who's got the runner-up spot. Ty Delphi, a 13 handful that time off the number 4 corner. And here comes Logan Powers, rim ride in the outside lane. Powers in the 31 like he's on a rail up on the high groove as the cross flags are out. We're halfway home, and Powers now takes over the number 3 spot. Jason Woodard in the 36 also populating the outside groove, looking to move by the 13 of Ty Delphi. It's been a tough day for the pole sitters here. And the first 2 qualifying heat races, 5 to go for Sam Karen. Chris LaForest in the 56 has second. Logan Powers, 31, goes to third. Jason Woodard up on the outside, looking for fourth in the 36 car. Ty Delphi down low, keeps digging on the inside groove, trying to hang on to that number 4 spot, hold off the 36 of Woodard. Then it's Adam Maynard right behind him in the 45, and Cam Gadju, 23. Then the 5 of Tyler Austin and Cam Powers in car number 30, rounding out the field as we've got 2 to go this time for Sam Karen in the 0-7. Chris LaForest. Logan Powers, 31. Jason Woodard up on the outside now has the nose ahead for the number 4 spot. Back to 5th goes Delphi in the 13. White flag is out. One more circuit around the speedway. Sam Karen looking to take it wire to wire as Cam Gadju and Adam Maynard make a little bit of contact off the second corner that time. Checkered flag is out, wire to wire. Sam Karen, your heat number 2 winner. Chris LaForest in the 56 comes home in the runner-up spot. Logan Powers in car number 31. The 36, Jason Woodard. The 13, Ty Delphi. Cam Gadju in car number 23. And the 45, Adam Maynard are your qualifiers. First 2 of 3 heat races are in the books, and it's been outside pole sitters' lucky day so far in the first 2. Taking a look at our official finish on our scoreboard on the back straightaway, it was Logan Powers from Middlesex coming home in 3rd in car number 31. Second place went to the Capital Concrete 56 of Chris LaForest. And how about a nice round of applause for the Specialty Lumber car number 07 from Colchester, Sam Karen, your heat 2 winner. Third and final heat for the Flying Tiger division, rolling out onto the speedway on the pole from Craftsbury Common. Car number 01 is Mike Martin. Alongside him from Milton, the winningest driver in the history of the Asphalt Airborne Renegades, it's Rob Gordon, the H2O well drilling car. Starting third on the grid, car number 64 is Jason Pelkey. That's the Twin State Basement Services car. And to his outside, the McGee Ford Pro Heat, car number 90 for Cameron Ouellette. Former Flying Tiger track champion, car number 15, the Twin State Ford, Keen's Used Cars Chevrolet for little Brendan Moody out of Wolcott, Vermont. To his outside from Grand Isle, the Myers Container Services, car number 8 for Mike Bilodeau. The frickin' chicken has moved up from the Road Warrior division. He's now behind the wheel of car number 17 of the Tigers. That is Brody Frazier. And to his outside, car number 13 is Matt Ballard. And shotgun on the rear in the 5-star roofing, car number 19, it's Eric Messier. Lights are down on the pace car, and it looks like the 19 of Messier is headed to the pits early in this one. Picking the pace up off the fourth corner, Rob Gordon wants to keep the outside poles hitter streak alive. Green flag is out. Mike Martin down low has other ideas in mind as he takes the lead down to back straightaway by half a car length. Gordon on the outside, then Pelkey down low in the 64, rides in third. Cameron Ouellette right behind him in car number 90. It'll be Mike Martin leading lap number 1. Martin in the 0-1 year leader. Pelkey on the inside gets a little bit loose that time off of turn number 2. Backpedals a little bit. It's Rob Gordon hanging on to the runner-up spot on the outside. 2 laps complete for the multi-time Flying Tiger feature winner Mike Martin and car number 0-1 as he shows the way. Side-by-side battle right behind him. The Memorial Sandblast, car number 64 on the inside. The H2O well drilling, car number H2O up on the outside. Jason Pelkey and Rob Gordon respectively going at it for the runner-up spot. Brendan Moody in the 15, then Cameron Ouellette in car number 90 with 4 laps complete. 8 to go in this one. Little bit of bumper tag in the middle of the pack that time as Jason Pelkey had a little bit of trouble putting the power down off the second corner that time, and back rallies Rob Gordon on the outside in the H2O. Gordon making a run for it on the high side. We've seen it work very well throughout the day in the first 2 qualifying heat races, but in the third one, the outside lane's doing a little bit of a backslide as we're halfway home in this one. 6 down, 6 to go. Martin the leader. Pelkey now in the 64 away with the number 2 spot. Here comes Moody down low in the 15 looking for third. Moody, a top 5 runner at the White Mountain Motorsports Park last Saturday night before a flat tire relegated him back towards the back of the pack. But that car had a lot of speed in it as again a little bit slow off the second corner is Pelkey in the 64. Pelkey having a little bit of problems hooking up the rear tires off turn number 2 in the 64 car, and that's keeping that field bunched right together. As Mike Martin in the 0-1 continues to show the way, it's going to be 3 to go this time. Brendan Moody looking to get out of the box in car 15. He's going to go to the high side now for the runner-up spot with 3 to go. Cameron Ouellette and car number 90 down around the bottom side of the track is going to scoot himself up into the 4 spot. Rob Gordon, the outside pole sitter, now back to 5th. 2 laps to go this time. Battle is for the number 2 spot. Up on the outside, Brendan Moody puts the nose ahead of the line. Martin in the 0-1 shows the way. Moody now goes to 2nd. Pelkey is 3rd with the white flag ready to fly, but Cameron Ouellette's taking the Bulldog Metal Recycling car to the high side. He wants the number 3 position. One more time around. Final lap in qualifying action for the Flying Tigers. Checkered flag is ready to fly. Brendan Moody making one last-ditch run at it. Can't put it together. Mike Martin will take heat number 3. Brendan Moody in car number 15, the 64, Jason Pelkey, the 90, Cameron Ouellette, Rob Gordon in the H2O, the 8 of Mike Bilodeau, and the 33 of Matt Ballard are your qualifiers. Mike Martin in car number 0-1 picking up the checkered flag. He's going to take his lap of honor around the speedway. So the first 2 heats go to the outside pole sitter, and heat number 3 goes to the inside pole sitter. Jason Pelkey came home in 3rd in car number 64. Second place went to Wolcott, Vermont's Brendan Moody in car number 15. And picking up the win in car number 0-1. Put your hands together for Craftsbury Commons, Mike Martin in car number 0-1. We will now switch up the gears and go to the Thunder and Lightning. Round 1 qualifying. Race number 1 of the Squire Cup. Maple Field Convenience Irving Oil Late Models on the pole. Car number 7 from Heinsberg, Vermont. The VSAC Ford Mustang for Cooper Bouchard. Outside, the East Rise Credit Union. Car number 48 for Taylor Hoare. Third generation, second-year driver. Starting in position number 3, rookie competitor from Milton, Vermont, car number 57 is Trevor Jakes. Outside the 77, the Walls Ford car for Brian Wall Jr. Chase Curtis in car number 27. To his outside goes Joel Hodgson in car 36. Stephen Martin in car number 01. Outside, Tanner Woodard in car number 68. The 17, Daryl Morin. Milton, Vermont, Scott Dragon, the two-time track champion, will start to the outside. And starting shotgun on the field, last year's Milton Cat American Canadian Tour champion, the 47 is Gabe Brown. Pace car is in, 15 laps. Off of turn 4, down to the stripe, the green is out. Top 5 cars will qualify into the plus-minus pool of drivers. And around the outside of the race lead goes Taylor Hoare in car number 48. The East Rise Credit Union car will lead lap number 1 for the late models in 2025. Bouchard on the bottom in car number 7, trying to keep a fender in alongside for the race lead. Brian Wall, 77, looking to follow Hoare up the high groove to the number 2 position as Bouchard gets loose off of 4. Bouchard in car number 7 has a handful of race car, trying to hold off the 77 of Brian Wall, who will move by now for the number 2 position. And Wall gets way wide off of 4 that time. And Taylor Hoare in car 48 is checking out on the field here in the first 4 laps of this one as we come off of 4 with 4 laps complete. Brian Wall, 77, now to second. Bouchard back to third. Joel Hodgson making it work on the high side of the racetrack as well. Tanner Woodard, 68, last year's White Mountain Motorsports Park track champion, and Scott Dragon, as well as the ACT champion from last year, Gabe Brown, all trying to make some moves out of the back of the pack, but they are running out of time in this one. 6 laps complete this time for Taylor Hoare in car number 48. Trevor Jakes, Chase Curtis leaning on each other that time in turns 1 and 2. Curtis moves by on the bottom. Taylor Hoare, 48, out on top and really beginning to stretch it out over the 77 of Brian Wall. Bouchard in car number 7, riding in the number 3 position. Then it's Hodgson in car 36 in 4th. And Chase Curtis right now, the 27, is your final qualifier. Halfway home this time for Taylor Hoare in car 48. As Joel Hodgson in the 36 goes up to the high side on the 7 of Cooper Bouchard. Hodgson working his way around his former mount. That's the old late model that Joel Hodgson used to race. Bouchard purchased that car just a couple of years ago. And now Hodgson back on the scene in car 36. The Richard Bell in surveying automobile goes around the outside to third. Bouchard now back to 4th. 5th and final qualifiers, the 27 of Curtis. Martin in the 01 trying to find a lane underneath the 27 of Curtis, who promptly slams the door right there in turns 3 and 4. This time by, it's going to be 3 laps to go. Keep an eye on the blue and yellow number 27 car. He's got the final spot of the dance right now. Everyone else will have to come back for round 2 qualifying. Popsicle sticks are going up in the air. It's 2 laps to go for the East Rise Credit Union. Car number 48 for Taylor Hoare. Brian Wall, 77, the 36, Joel Hodgson. Bouchard in the 7 and Curtis in the 27 are your qualifiers. White flags ready to fly. One more time around for Taylor Hoare. Checkered flag is ready to fly this time off the 4th corner. First heat race win of the season goes to Taylor Hoare in car number 48. Brian Wall in car 77 comes home in 2nd. 3rd goes to Joel Hodgson. Cooper Bouchard in car number 7 and the 27 of Chase Curtis are your qualifiers, which means the 01 Stephen Martin, Daryl Morin in car number 17, the 47 Gabe Brown, Scott Dragon in car number 0, Tanner Woodard in the 68, and Trevor Jakes in car 57 are all going to have to come back for round 2 qualifying. They'll be in the 12-lap consolation races. Taking a look at our official finish, finishing in the 3rd from Craftsbury, Vermont, it was the number 36 of Joel Hodgson. Finishing in 2nd from East Kingston, New East Kingston, New Hampshire, was Brian Wall Jr. in car 77. And put your hands together for the East Rise Credit Union, car number 48, Taylor Hoare, your winner of heat number 1 for the late models. Second heat rolling out onto the speedway on the pole, and car number 26, the former Thunder Road track champion, and another third-generation driver, Stephen Donahue, in car number 26, outside last year's Tiger King, the 00 for Brandon Gray. Jimmy Hebert in car number 58, another former Tiger champion, will start next on the grid to his outside, the 68 Vermont. That's the White's Heating and Plumbing Sticks and Stuff. Car 68 for Brooks Clark. Last year's Milk Bowl champion will start fifth on the grid. Car number 86, it's the Pizza Equipment car for Marcel Gravel into his outside. Car number 9 is Chip Grenier. St. Johnsbury, Vermont brings us the Berlin Optical Expressions, or the Berlin Optical, car number 38 for Tyler Cahoon. And to his outside goes Chris Pelkey in car 64. Scott Colburn in car number 4, the Preston's Kia Twin State Basement Chevrolet will start next on the grid. Alongside him goes Chris Roberts in car number 8. And shotgun on the field, the Seekonk regular. Car number 98 is Ryan Flood. Once again, 15 laps, top 5 will qualify. Here they come, picking the pace up off the 4th corner, and the green is out. Stephen Donahue in car number 26 on the inside. Brandon Gray up on the outside in car 00. And on the outside across the stripe that time, it was the 00, Brandon Gray, showing the way. The One Financial car 26 on the inside for Stephen Donahue, and on the outside, the CW Gray and Sons 00 for Brandon Gray, who shows the way again on lap number 2. Top 5 cars will qualify. Final qualifier right now is the 86 Marcel Gravel. The One Credit Union car 26 for Stephen Donahue, away with the race lead off the inside groove. Brandon Gray now settles it down in line in the number 2 spot. 4 laps complete. Brandon Gray 00. Trying to hold off the 58 Jimmy Hebert, another former Milton Cat American Canadian Tour champion, as the former Thunder Road champion Stephen Donahue shows the way in this one. 86 Gravel moving on the inside, looking for the number 4 spot away from the 68. That's Brooks Clark, who slides high off of turn 4 and slides down in line in the number 5 spot. Clark in the 68, your final qualifier. Another former Thunder Road track champion beginning to ride the rail up on the high side, Chris Pelkey in the 64. The Casella Waste Management car 64 for Chris Pelkey up on the outside, trying to get a wheel alongside Brooks Clark in the 68 for 5th. Top 5 cars qualify. We're halfway home. 8 laps complete, 7 to go. Lil Irish out on top. Stephen Donahue showing the way. Brandon Gray in the 00. 58 Hebert. Gravel in the 86. Battle for the final spot is ratcheting up on the outside. Pelkey's beginning to roll in the 64 car. Chris Pelkey on the outside. Down low, 68 Brooks Clark. And here comes Gravel working the top side of the racetrack in the 86. He wants 3rd. Marcel Gravel in the 86 on the outside moves ahead of the 58 of Jimmy Hebert, who tries to nose his way underneath Brandon Gray. They were almost 3 wide for the runner-up spot right there. 3 to go for the One Credit Union car 26 of Stephen Donahue, and now to second goes Marcel Gravel in the 86. The Pizza Equipment 86 around the outside goes to second. Hebert now right behind him, looking to follow him through to get back to the 3rd spot with 2 to go in this one. Chris Pelkey 64 was able to dispatch the 68 of Woodard. So Pelkey now the final man in the dance right now with the white flag out one more time around. Donahue in the 26, Gravel in the 86, 58 Hebert, 00 Brandon Gray, and the 64 of Pelkey. Checkered flag is out. Stephen Donahue wins it. Marcel Gravel in 86 comes home in second. 3rd place goes to Jimmy Hebert. Brandon Gray in the 00, and the 64 of Chris Pelkey are your qualifiers. Low Irish, Stephen Donahue picking up the checkered flag. And, of course, our flagman, Jason Lemoy, does a lot of special flags throughout the course of the seasons. Of course, he's got a special flag for the Milk Bowl. He's got a special ACT flag that's awarded to the champion at the end of the season. And for the Squire Cup in 2025, he's got a special Squire Cup memorial flag. And you can see that sticking out the window right now of car number 26. That's why he switched off the American checkered flag. And let them hear it, ladies and gentlemen. The One Credit Union, car number 26 from Graniteville, Vermont, former Thunder Road track champion, Stephen Donahue, your winner, heat number 2. Third and a final heat and round 1 qualifying for the Maplefield Irving Oil Late Models. On the pole, car number 04 from Milton, Vermont, it's Justin Prescott, the Goss Cars, AH Fence Company, Chevrolet Camaro. And to his outside, last year's winner, Cody Blake, in car number 99, the North Country Federal Credit Union, Chevrolet. Milton Cat, American Canadian Tour regular, will start next on the grid from Eastburg, Vermont. The 25 is Jesse Switzer. And to his outside, defending King of the Road, car number 18, the SDR Allen Concrete Chevrolet for Kaden Fischer. Rookie up from the Tigers, the 48K, that is Kyle Streeter. And to his outside, the 25 is Mike Rubacava. Jason Corliss, a car 66, multi-time winner of this event. And to his outside, 3-time track champion, the 14, Phil Scott. Jesse LeCaire in car number 71, another invader from the Milton Cat American Canadian Tour, Eric Sands in car number 36. And shotgun on the field from Morrisville, car number 16, the Richard Green, a Chevrolet. The driver is Brandon Lanphier. Here they come off of 4. Green is out. Cody Blake with a great start on the outside. Has a little bit of a twitch out of the 04 of Prescott. Shuffles him back to the number 2 spot. Cody Blake's going to lead lap number 1 around the outside. Kaden Fischer in car number 18 looking to pick up right where he left off last summer. Shows up the outside lane. He'll go to the number 2 spot. 99 Blake, 18 Fischer. Prescott in the 04, and now Switzer up to the outside lane as Kyle Streeter moves through on the inside. Kyle Streeter in the 48 around the bottom side of the racetrack. Goes to 4th. Switzer now back to 5th, but here comes Corliss. The Kinney Drugs Ford Mustang, car 66. Jason Corliss, the 3-time track champion, looking for the final spot down low. Blake in the 99 out on top. 18 Fischer. 04 Prescott. The 48, Kyle Streeter, and now Jason Corliss, the final man on the move from dead last on the grid. The Richard Green 16. Brandon Lanphier is flying. He's up now to the number 7 spot. Lanphier started 11th on the grid. He's moved by 4 cars, but he's going to have to get to work as he needs at least 2 more to get it qualified here in round 1 qualifying. 99 Blake, 18 Fischer, Prescott, Kyle Streeter in car 48, and Corliss in the 66. Jesse Switzer, 25, has the number 6 position. 7th goes to Lanphier. Jesse LeCaire is 8th, being challenged to his outside by Eric Sands in car 36, as we are halfway through the final heat in round 1 qualifying for the late models. Cody Blake in the 99. Last year's winner of this event, looking to go back-to-back for the first time since 09 and 2010 that this race has been won back-to-back, and he's starting off on the right foot here in this one. Jason Corliss, a multi-time winner of the Memorial Day Classics, also starting off on the right foot as he just moved himself into the number 4 spot with 4 laps to go as they come off the 4th corner this time. Jesse Switzer in the 25, all over the rear bumper right now. Kyle Streeter in the 48 for the final spot. The Billings Mobile Chevrolet Camaro trying to hold off Jesse Switzer in the 25 as we've got 3 laps to go in this one. And Brandon Lanphier in car 16 is closing, but he may be running out of time. Two to go this time for Cody Blake in car 99. Kyle Streeter in the 48 trying to hold off Jesse Switzer, who's now making a commitment to the outside lane to try to get that spot away with the white flag out one more time around. Streeter in the 48 trying to hold him off. He's got 2 more corners to do it. It'll be Cody Blake in car 99, your Heat 3 winner. Kaden Fischer is second. Justin Prescott in the 04. The 66 of Jason Corliss. And taking down the final spot, rookie up from the Tiger division. It'll be car number 48, Kyle Streeter. Picking up the third and final heat in round 1 qualifying for the Maple Fields Convenience Irving Oil late models. Driving car number 99, it's Cody Blake. Finishing in third was the 04 of Justin Prescott. Second place went to the number 18, the Tropical Storm, and defending track champion, Kaden Fischer. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together nice and loud. The Summer Street Auto, North Country Federal Credit Union, car number 99, Cody Blake, your winner. And with that being said, it's now time for me to step aside in the announcer's booth, and I will hand the microphone over to the voice of the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series. You also can hear him at the Stafford Motor Speedway every Friday night on Flow. My friend, Ben Dodge.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Well, it's about time for the Mighty Modifieds, and they love to return to the Green Mountain State for this afternoon's festivities. Assembled in the paddock area, round number 1 is about to go green, and the starting lineup when they rumble onto the racetrack will look like this. Car number 50 will be starting at the point, a former winner of this event, the Empower Financial Less's Auto Center car. The Adam Scavora prepared car from Lebanon, Connecticut, Ronnie Williams. Outside, row number 1 will be car number 1. He is the defending race winner. He runs on the Wheeler Modified Tour as well in the Monaco Modified Series. The Newtown Pools, Wannick Construction Company, Franzosa Trucking Company number 1. From Newtown, Connecticut, Stephen Kopsick. Let's take a look at row number 2 to the inside. Car number 79. This gentleman is a standout and former champion of the NASCAR Wheeler Modified Tour, as well as a Super Modified champion. He's run well. He's had success here. Driving the Christopher's Towing Middlesex Interiors, number 79. From Chelmsford, Massachusetts, it is Jonathan McKennedy. Outside, row number 2, car number 39. This will be the 39 for the youngster, a graduate from Stafford Speedway, the Lasco Roofing and Sheet Metal, F&M Electric Supply car. From Danbury, Connecticut, George Bissett Jr. 3 rows back to the inside, driving car number 76. This gentleman's also been to victory lane this season and in the past. Third generation driver, the 137 gas Bell's Septic Machine. From Brewster, Massachusetts, it is Brett Meservey. Outside will be car number 19. This gentleman calls his home the Star Speedway in Epping, New Hampshire. Car number 19, the Bumpy's Auto, Sam Adams, Jamie Weber Machine. From Dunstable, Massachusetts, car number 19W, it is the tribute car to the legendary Richie Evans, Jeffrey Battle. Now moving to the final row on the inside, it is car number 88. This, of course, is the number 88 machine from the man from Bellingham, Massachusetts, the Jerry Roderick Machine, Gunsmoke Stables, Infinity Homes, Luciana, USNE Power Car for the Woodman, Woody Pitcat. And picking up scratch, she's a former champion of the Modified Racing Series, car number 5, Connecticut, from Moosip, Connecticut, the Dolly's Collision Company, Legend Speedway, MV Williams, Sunoco, number 5, Connecticut, for Chris Pastriak. All cars qualify 2,600-pound rocket sleds. This division is presented by Monaco Ford with 2 great locations in the great state of Connecticut, one in Glastonbury and one down by the shore. The Monaco Modified Series. Check out those souvenirs behind the Midway area. Sunoco Souvenirs, Monaco Souvenirs, and souvenirs of your favorite drivers. 13.5 inches of racing rubber on the automobiles, 2,600-pound rocket sets. 2 defending race winners starting side by side. Inside, as they rumble off turn number 4, it is Williams with a slight advantage. Williams puts the number 50 to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes John McKennedy. No room at the end this time. He'll try to settle back. They're almost 3 wide in a bid for the 3rd spot. Back down in turn 1, off 2. It is Kopsick who sees daylight. Can't make the move. He'll try to reel in again on the Williams number 50 car. The Empower Financial Group is financially empowering position number 1. Back down, turn number 3. Almost a tap to the bumper, close, but no cigar. Leader still remains car number 50, setting the pace. Meanwhile, the story is further back for position number 5. Woody Pitcat has worked his way towards the front. Stepping out of line without a dance partner is car number 1. Kopsick can't do it. Looks to the outside. Here comes the 79, but off the turn, Ronnie Williams continues to set the pace. Williams guards the spot. Here comes Kopsick again. Little cat and mouse action, like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. They work their magic to the bottom of turn number 1. Looking to move in, can't do it. It is still Williams, leader of the pack. Meanwhile, top 5 positions. McKennedy setting back in the 3rd position. Meservey up to 4th. Pitcat in position number 5. Here's a bid for it. Reels him in again. Kopsick looks to the inside. Door is closed. No room this time. Ronnie Williams continues to set the pace. 8 laps of 10. Now in the record books. They work their magic. Single file. Here's a little daylight. Here comes Kopsick. Can't do it. Upsets the car. Drops back by about half a car length. Down to the checker they come to take down the impressive victory. It is car number 50. Ronnie Williams will be the big winner. He'll take down the win. Stephen Kopsick gave it his all to finish in 2nd with car number 1. John McKennedy will finish in position number 3. Brett Meservey, position number 4. Then it's Woody Pitcat for 5, George Bissett for 6, Chris Pastriak for 7th, and Jeffrey Battle to round out the top 8. The distance in today's event is 100 laps. Cautions do not count. 1 tire change is allowed. $10,000 awaits the winner. $500 and a gift card from Creative Racing Products. We remind you that Monaco Ford is located in Glastonbury, Connecticut. Dave Monaco, his son Mike, and Chrissy are the proud owners and operators. Monaco Ford is a family-owned and operated business. Their 2nd location is in Niantic, Connecticut. Round number 2. Car number 55, Connecticut. Teddy Hodgson from Danbury in the Montanari Fuels Business Time Motorsports car in the inside of row number 1. The 179 machine, the Jensen Automotive car. Wheel & Modified Tour regular from Northampton, Pennsylvania. The Jensen Auto Group USND Power car. It is Austin Beers. Row number 2 to the inside. It is car number 25. That, of course, the man who was among the quickest in the house, driving the Gary Casella Snowplows, Mully's Auto Center car. From Harvard, Mass., it is Matt Swanson. Outside of that row, they call him Kid Kimball. He'll be driving the Central Mass Tree J&M towing car. From Bennington, New Hampshire, it is Matt Kimball. Then we go to row number 3, car number 55X, another young talented driver. This one being Jacob Perry from Kannapolis, North Carolina, the Glastonbury cleaning car. Car number 99, Tyler Hines from North Haven, Connecticut, the K&B Landscaping John B. Pullen Drivewell car. And car 31 picks up at the rear of the field, Noah Corner. Noah Corner making his debut as we are under green. Corner driving the 31 car, the Wheeling Mid-State Site Development Machine. Off the turn, working this magic, coming back, turn number 2. They head down deep into the turn. It is Austin Beers who rumbles to the inside lane. Beers can't do it. Moving forward, it is car number 25. That's the number 25 machine. Matt Swanson. He's had success here in the Super Modifieds, but you're looking at the leader. It is Teddy Hodgson. Hodgson, a former champion at the Stafford Motor Speedway, tested the water on the Wheel & Modified Tour. He's already had some success, a fine independent runner. 4 laps now into the record books. Meanwhile, Story is at the rear of the field. It is Tyler Hines who's working over Noah Corner at the back of the pack. Now let's shift back to the front. Position number 2. It is still Swanson. Red number 25. That, of course, is to the left of your screen. Behind him is the 179 car. Currently, Austin Beers in the 3rd spot. Kid Kimball up to position number 4, and rounding out the top 5, it is Perry with car number 55X. Good racing action wherever we look. Off turn number 4, leader of the pack, Hodgson, gets the 2 to go. 2 circuits remaining. Teddy Hodgson, the star of the show, continues to dominate the racing action. Meanwhile, off the turn, Matt Swanson setting in position number 2. Here comes Beers trying to close up the gap. Will he be able to do it? 9 laps up on the board, 1 circuit to go. They head off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Teddy Hodgson will take down the win. Matt Swanson to finish in 2nd. Beers for 3rd, Kimball for 4th, Perry for 5, Connor for 6, and Tyler Hines for 7. Want to remind you, if you haven't already done so, to make sure you head down to the Sunoco Modified Series Souvenir booth. All your favorite items are available, and of course, it's a great souvenir gift to bring home to someone who could not be in attendance here with us. We also want to remind you that today's race program, our qualifying heats, were brought to you in part by RaceChoice.com 75. That's racechoice.com 75. In addition to that, General Landscaping comes to the green from Glastonbury, Connecticut. Of course, the General Landscaping Company, Jeff Peel and his residents as well. Constantine Paving and Sealing, most laps led award, $250. Constantine Paving, located in Glastonbury, Connecticut.
RK Miles Street Stocks ready to make their way out onto the racetrack for their first qualifying heat race. They're going to be 8 laps long, qualifying the top 7 into the preferred starting positions at the front of the field on the pole. In count number 18, it is Walker Fitch. Alongside Walker Fitch, it's Flying Fred Flurry in count number 99. Eric McLaughlin in count number 50 will start from the 3rd spot. Outside count number 34, it's the mailman Patrick Tibbetts. The Biffer, Mike Gay in count number 3. Derek Farnham in count number 39. Everybody's favorite tater, Nate Bryan in car number 16. The 74 is Keegan Tabor. Jaden Del Toro Loco in car number 8. And shotgun on the field, count number 31 is Tyler Wheatley, another rookie up from the Road Warrior division. Chief starter Jason Lemoy shows the field the clinch green flag, which means next time by we're going racing. Take a look at the elite patchwork body panels on can number 50. Eric McLaughlin, they've slaved on that car all winter long but ran out of black paint. Lights are down. Here they come off of turn 4, looking for the green. They've got it. Flying Fred up on the outside of the 99, showing away. Walker Fitch down low. Don't forget, he had a pretty wild ride last summer in the middle of the season. Upside down over the start-finish line in the middle part of the season, but they got that car back together, and he finished out the year with it. 34, Tibbetts goes to 2nd. Walker Fitch is back to 3rd. Barney, the purple dinosaur, up the outside lane. Derek Farnham in car 39 going for 3rd in the high groove. Flying Fred of the 99 is the leader. The mailman, Patrick Tibbetts, and then Barney in car 39. The friendly dinosaur, Derek Farnham's moved himself into 3rd. Keegan Tabor up the outside lane's gone to 4th. Walker Fitch sliding back. Milton, Vermont's Eric McLaughlin up the outside lane. Here comes Tater down the bottom. The Biffers on the outside lane. Halfway home in heat number 1 for the streets. Flying Fred in the 99, 34. Patrick Tibbetts. Derek Farnham, 39. Keegan Tabor in the 74, one of the drivers going after Rookie of the Year honors this season. Walker Fitch, 18, last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up. And then Eric McLaughlin in car 50 on the outside. Tater made it 3 wide, and he backed out of it. I was thinking you could take a driver out of the Warriors, but you can't take the Warrior out of the driver, but he just showed right there. A little bit of patience in a qualifying heat race goes a long way as we are coming back around to the white flag. 1 to go for Flying Fred Fleury. The Mailman, Patrick Tibbetts, and the Purple Dinosaur. Derek Farnham in the 39's got company from behind. Here comes Keegan Tabor in the 74. Checkered flag ready to fly. Heat 1 for the streets in 2025 goes to Flying Fred Fleury in the 99. Patrick Tibbetts, the Mailman. In the 34, Derek Farnham, 39. Keegan Tabor and Eric McLaughlin around the outside comes home with the number 5 spot. Taking a look at our official finish on the scoreboard. Finishing in 3rd was the 39 of Derek Farnham. Finishing in 2nd was the Mailman, Patrick Tibbetts. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Car number 99, Flying Fred Fleury picks up his first heat win of the year. It's all female front row in heat number 2. On the pole on the inside, Paige Whittemore in car number 73. And on the outside, last year's Rookie of the Year and 2-time feature winner, Kylie Potter in car 32. 2-time track champion Jamie Davis at car 43 outside. Paco Marshall in car number 79. Another 2-time track champion, car number 16, Dean Switzer, into his outside, Paul Rushlow in car number 8. The 13 with a brand new paint job for 2025, looking like the old Mike Skinner throwback. It is Travis Gay in car number 13, and shotgun on the field, car number 75, second generation driver TJ Haggett from St. Johnsbury, Vermont. We lost one. Jason P. Kirby, attorney at law, has not made the call for this one. 8 laps, 7 to qualify. Here they come off of turn number 4, looking for the green. They've got it. Oh, look out! They're leaning on each other in turn 1. Well, the girls have got the claws out tonight. Kylie Potter goes to the lead after getting body slammed by the 73 of Paige Whittemore, but she hangs on to second. Here comes Paco up the outside in the 79. Paco Marshall in the 79 on the outside has 3rd. Jamie Davis, 43, downstairs trying to take it away from him. Dean Switzer Jr. in the 16 on the outside, right behind, giving Paco some drafting help up in the high groove. Kylie Potter in the 32 is the leader. Paco goes to second in the 79. Here comes the defending track champion. Dean Switzer Jr. in the 16 to 3rd on the outside. Kylie Potter in the 32 comes back to the cross flags. That means we're halfway home in this one. 4 laps complete, 4 laps to go. Dean Switzer Jr. with a wheel along the outside now for the runner-up spot. Laps beginning to wind down in this one for Kylie Potter, last year's Rookie of the Year. First female Rookie of the Year in the history of the nation sign of excitement. Kylie Potter shows the way. Paco Marshall in the 79 and the 16 of Dean Switzer Jr. trying to track her down for the top spot, but they are running out of time. 2 to go. Two laps to go for Kylie Potter in the 32. But Paco Marshall in the 79 and the 16 of Dean Switzer Jr. are closing in with the white flag out, 1 to go. Potter leads. Here comes the defending track champion on the outside trying to make a statement for the runner-up spot now. Checkered flag ready to fly up the 4th corner. Kylie Potter's going to win it. Paco gets second. 3rd goes to Switzer in the 16. Jamie Davis in the 43. Paul Rushlow, Paige Whittemore, Travis Gay, and TJ Haggett in car 75. Don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets. They are just $1 a piece. See the girls making their way through the stands. Throw a dollar bill up at them, they'll come over and see you. Kylie Potter, last year's Rookie of the Year and a 2-time feature winner. In the 2024 season, has started off the 2025 season with a heat race victory. She's enjoying her victory lap as she goes down the back straightaway after starting on the outside of the front row. Finishing in third was car number 16, the defending track champion, Dean Switzer Jr. Finishing in second was Paco Marshall at car number 79. And how about a nice round of applause for the Country Floors, car number 32, Kylie Potter, your winner of heat number 2. Third heat, rolling out onto the speedway. On the pole, car number 04 is Scott Weston. Outside, car number 54 is Josh Lovely. Kyle McCaskill in car number 7 on the inside of the second row. 2 rows back on the outside, car number 22. It's Tommy Thunder in the 22. 3 rows back on the inside. Starting position at number 5 goes the 08 of Ryan Foster. Outside, another Rookie of the Year contender, Connor Ruda in car number 17. Feature winner last year at White Mountain Motorsports Park in their strictly mini division. Kyler Davis in car number 1, and Hayden Bushy in car number 15, second-generation driver who spent last season in the kids division over at the White Mountain Motorsports Park, making the move up from the 4-cylinder kids division. Lights are down, pace car is off, 8 laps to go. Third and final heat for the streets, picking the pace up off of the 4th corner. Green is out. Lovely on the outside of the 54. Weston on the inside of the 04. Keep an eye on Tommy Thunder in the 22. Lap 1 goes to Josh Lovely on the outside of the 54. 04 Weston trying to come back on the inside, but Lovely keeps it up by half a car length as Tommy Thunder drafts right to the rear bumper of the Josh Lovely car. McCaskill is 4th. Ryan Foster. Keep an eye on Kyler Davis in car number 1. He's got a boatload of inside open racetrack, but didn't opt to go to it as Tommy Thunder goes to 2nd. Lovely leads. Thunder in the 22. It could be 1995, ladies and gentlemen. That was 30 years ago they were racing for street stock victories. Halfway home in this one. Josh Lovely in the 54. Tommy Thunder in the 22. McCaskill in the 7 has 3rd. It's Ryan Foster around the outside up to 4th. Kyler Davis looking to follow him through with 3 laps to go. Here comes Thunder on the outside. Tommy Thunder on the outside, the winningest driver in the history of the street stock division, looking to add a heat race to that list, trying to unseat Josh Lovely from the top spot. 2 to go here in this one. Dead even that time across the stripe. I wouldn't want to be the guy having to make the call on that one. Kyler Davis in car number 1 is beginning to move out of the back of the pack. He's up to 5th, but time's running out for him as the white flag is out one more time around. It's Tommy Thunder by half a car length, your leader. Final time down the back straightaway. The Burrell Roofing car 22 shows the way off the 4th corner. Tommy Thunder wins it. Josh Lovely is 2nd. Kyle McCaskill comes home in 3rd in car number 7. Ryan Foster in the 08, Kyler Davis, Hayden Bushy in car number 15, Scott Weston and Connor Ruda. Tommy Thunder in car number 22 picking up the checkered flag, taking his lap of honor around the speedway, winningest driver in the history of the RK Miles Street Stock Division. And he's going to return the checkered flag one more time as he comes off of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together nice and loud. The Burrell Roofing Ford Mustang, Tommy Thunder, your winner in heat number 3 for the streets. And now we will switch gears to the Road Warrior Division, sponsored by Burnett Scrap Metals. On the pole, car number 70 is Mason Frazier. Outside, car number 97 is Braden Murphy. Nope, he's gone. It's now Eddie Thompson in car number 97. Braden Murphy has gone to the rear in the 33. The number 18 starting next on the grid is Kaden Green. Alongside him, Derek Mann in car number 27. Taylor Sayers in the 95, Brandon Premont in the 05. The 34 is Aiden Boyd. The 98 starting next on the grid, that is John Gay. And the green is out and they're off and running. And then we found Braden Murphy in the 33. He tagged in on the tail. It is the 97 around the outside with a race lead. Eddie Thompson on top. Mason Frazier in the 70 down low. Thompson's going to lead lap number 1. Derek Mann in the 27 is going to go to second on the outside as Frazier sliding back on the bottom. Premont in the 05, second generation driver going for fifth on the outside. Trying to take that away from Kaden Green in the 18. Two laps complete for Eddie Thompson in the 97. It's Derek Mann drawing to his rear bumper. Kaden Green in the outside in car number 18 coming for the number 3 spot. 3 laps complete. Taylor Sayers in the 95 got a little bit loose that time under Brandon Premont. He gives up the 5th position, and then Premont trying to get down to the bottom. Halfway home for Thompson in the 97. Here comes Derek Mann in the 27. Kaden Green, 18 dirt track in a front-wheel drive Cavalier. Running approximately 71 PSI in the right rear tire of that car to get it that loose. 3 to go for Eddie Thompson. Derek Mann, 27 in. Kaden Green in the 18. Well, they're beating and banging in a heat race. Taylor Sayers, 95. Braden Premont, 05. Keep an eye on them in the back of the pack, battling each other to the death for 5th right now. Oh, they got each other again. Keep an eye on the battle for the 5th. The white flag is coming out for Eddie Thompson, but all eyes are on the 05 and the 95. Oh, bump draft to Mason Frazier in the 70. Checkered flag is ready to fly. Eddie Thompson in the 97, a little bit of a whisk of smoke out of the back of that car, but he'll take down heat number 1 for the Warriors. Derek Mann in the 27, the 18, Kaden Green, Mason Frazier, and Brandon Premont in car number 05. Taking his lap of honor around the speedway. He's 1 for 1 in heat races so far in 2025. The 97, Eddie Thompson, inherited the outside of the front row for the heat race. And he parlayed that to a victory. Let him hear it, ladies and gentlemen. The Thompson Towing, car number 27, car number 97, Eddie Thompson, your winner. Final heat for the Warriors. Out on the speedway on the bowl, it is Caleb Kramer in car number 51. Outside car number 14 is Jed Whitcomb. Bill O'Connor in the 96. And then the 43 is Anderson Boyd. Neil Tetnis Foster in car number 19. Mike Slingerland in car number 81, the Slingshot. Zach Garvey in the 77. The 94 is Ryan Sayers. Kevin Wheatley is now behind the wheel of the Tyler Wheatley 31. And Cody Bushy in the 09 rounds out the field. Here they come off a turn 4. Green is out. Jed Whitcomb, the Preston's Kia car, has the lead, but not without contact. Bill O'Connor, 96, thought about 3 wide. You guys know this is just a heat race, right? You're all in the show. Jed Whitcomb is the leader. Look at how wide that car is. Widest car we've got here in this division. It has bounced off everyone it's around. Whitcomb the leader. Anderson Boyd in the 43 on the outside with way too important of a paint job on that car. He's ruined it. He's gone to the lead on the outside. Whitcomb was running the lead in 3 lanes at the same time. That's gone away. Here comes Slingshot. Mike Slingerland up the outside lane. He wants second. Caleb Kramer in the 51's back to 4th from the pole. But now he's thinking he wants the outside lane. Halfway for Anderson Boyd in the 43. Mike Slingerland on the outside. The Slingshot trying to take the lead away. Jed Whitcomb in the 14 has found that the car handles way better if you keep it in one groove at a time. Caleb Kramer in the 51. Holding off Neil Tetnis Foster in the 19, then Ryan Sayers, 94, Bill O'Connor, and Kevin Wheatley. They took all the good parts off that car and put them on Tyler's new street stock, but he's still trying on the outside. 2 to go for Anderson Boyd. Mike Slingerland, 81, the Slingshot, running in second. Anderson Boyd, Jed Whitcomb in the 14. Up to 4th on the bottom, it's the 19, Neil Tetnis Foster. Caleb Kramer back to 5th on the outside with the white flag out. Here comes the Slingshot, one last try to the outside for the lead. He used up way too much racetrack to make that work. Checkered flag is out. Anderson Boyd in car number 43 is your winner. Mike Slingerland in car number 81 comes home in second. 3rd place goes to Jed Whitcomb, the early race leader. Then Neil Tetnis Foster in car number 19. Caleb Kramer, Ryan Sayers, Kevin Wheatley, Bill O'Connor, Zach Garvey, and Cody Bushy in the 09. Paul Anderson Boyd picks up the checkered flag. He's going to take his lap of honor around the speedway. And I am joined by Olivia Meckelson. We got a track check coming up after the Road Warriors are on the racetrack, and it is great to have Meckelson RV back as a sponsor in 2025. You guys have been like one of the cornerstone sponsors here at the Nation's Side of Excitement.
Yes, we have. I just want to say thank you to the race fans for coming out today to support your local track and your local RV dealership. It's so great this weekend to see so many people camping here. We're a 3rd-generation family business, and we can really fit anybody's needs, whether it's sales, service, parts, rentals. We have it all, and we're excited to, suit any racing fans here with a camper, whether it's renting or sales. We're excited to be here. We love coming to Thunder Road. It's one of the funnest weekends for us as a business over the summer. So we're excited to be here, and good luck to all the racers today.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to have you guys on board again this year. You guys do great. It's great to see you guys every year. I mean, you guys have sponsored the Meckelson RV Memorial Day Classic as long as I can remember. And thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the racing action here today. Round 1 qualifying has been completed. We are now going on